Good evening, everybody. It is a minute before 8 on the East Coast. That means it is time for Elite Extreme Women's EXW Roundtable, episode 14. I am going to get this shared out real quick, and then I will share out the link to the studio. Hold on just a second. Got a message. All right, getting this shared out. Okay, got the show link shared out. Now I will share out the studio. Hey, Rob, how you doing? All right. There is the studio link. Send this to Firestar. Alrighty, got that. Oh, hey, I'm live. Did y'all know that? I'm live on YouTube. Woohoo! I'm glad you're alive, Rob. That's better than the alternative. Sorry, hold on. My necklace is all twisted up. Oh, we have us a GM in the house. She will mute and talk when she is able because, bless her heart, this COVID crap is kicking her ass. And I say that lovingly because I know how she feels. It's taken me 2 weeks to feel really 100%, and I still am stuffed up. Um, so yeah. Hey Jake, welcome to the show. Shadow Press. Okay, sorry. Somebody was messaging me info for tag teams. Speaking of tag teams, if you have not gotten your tag team lined up, you should do that. I need your team name, the members of your team, what tag team finisher you want, and your entrance. Now, each tag team will have its own unique finisher and entrance. No two tag teams will have the same finisher or entrance. Now, entrances, it gets a little interesting. We may end up having some with the same entrance, but I'm going to try to not have any tag teams with the same entrance. So when you get me your information, if you have the same entrance or finisher. I will tell you that it's already used. And then we'll work it out. We'll try to figure out what works best for you. So, so that is, so that way, hopefully we could get everybody's team being unique. Especially with finishers, it's easy because there's a crap ton of finishers. Entrances, that's going to be a little harder, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it all work one way or another. We shall make it work. No, Jade is not tagging with anybody, Jake. So yes, Jade is not tagging with anyone. Okay. Give it a few more minutes, kind of let everybody get some more people in here, let people get in. I have posted the link for the studio in the EXW chat. So if you would like to become a part of the conversation tonight, go to the EXW chat on Skype and join us in the studio. We will do our updates before we do bring anybody else on besides GMs. Now, Firecracker will not be here. Bubs will not be here. Firecracker's still dealing with the sick kiddo, and she thinks she's coming down with what the kiddo has as well. So she's not feeling good. Bubs is still not feeling well. She just can't get rid of the sinus crud. I can sympathize with that because, like I said, I've been dealing with this for over 2 weeks. I've been dealing with this for nearly about over 3 weeks. So, and I'm towards the tail end of it all. And I tell you, if it hasn't been for sinus rinses, I don't know what I'd be doing because, boy, let me tell you, they have been a lifesaver with all this sinus crud. So, Coog's still not feeling the greatest. She's been dealing with her stuff like I did for over 2 weeks. As far as I know, Suhlkie&Zerk are still doing well. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, the GMs the last 3 weeks have been hit hard in our group. Yeah, been tough being a GM in EXW the last 3 weeks. Like I said, thankfully I haven't heard Zerk or Suhlkie having been sick. So thank goodness for that. So glad. And Jake, thank you for that. We need that for all of the DWS. It needs to go out for all of the DWS. It's not just for our GMs, but I know we've got a lot of people out there that are not doing well. I know Drum Monkey has been hit. He's had a rough go of things. Kelly is mourning the loss of her mom. Just lots going on out there in the DWS that people are just not doing so great. And so we just need to shower the DWS with healing thoughts, prayers, vibes, good thoughts, prayers, vibes, just whatever you believe, put it out there. They will, the higher power you believe in will know what needs to be done. And see, I know Tito's been struggling with allergies. Jake says he's been struggling a little bit. So just shower the DWS and let's get people out there on the upswing for once. And thankfully myself, Gallery of Nuts, we're on the upswing with our COVID. So that's a good thing for us. Like I said, I'm just still struggling with the sinuses, my sinuses. Gallery of Nuts is still struggling to get his stamina back, which is not a good thing because he's a tax accountant and busy season has started. So he needs his stamina back. Everybody needs to go outside and soak up some vitamin D. I think that might help everybody out tremendously. Go soak up some vitamin D, folks. That'll help your disposition. That'll help your ill health. Just go outside, soak up some sunshine, get you some vitamin D the natural way. Oh, yeah, we all need that. Um, that's that, Wally said prayers to everybody. Look at the sun and smile. So there you go. Get rest, drink fluids. There's that too. Some good ones there, Wally. And by fluids, drink you lots of water. Okay, I drink lots of water, and yes, that is watered. It's flavored, but it is water. So, I drink lots of water and coffee. So, some good advice out there from Wally. Um, uh, so there we go. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of things. Let's talk about our shows. Now, that's right, Jake. Take one day at a time and make the best of what you got. Take care of yourself best you can and keep the faith. There you go. Um, Hold on just a second. I'm having to giving Firecracker some advice. She's having blood sugar issues tonight. I know all about blood sugar issues. Deal with it a lot myself. And if you will excuse me, I had it right here. I got my shoulder itching, and it's driving me nuts. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Huh. All right, let's talk about Monday Evolution. And hey, I am on top of things. I have our match results and I have next week's matches lined up. I am so on the ball. And because Bubs is not well, still, she asked me to take care of Thursday Revolution. So I have tomorrow's matches already done. So hey, I told you, I am on the ball. All right. Real quick, Nightbot is out there posting away. Be sure to check out the DWS calendar that has been posted out there by Nightbot. And also check out the Redbubble store. This is where you can find all of your EXW merchandise. If you are able to purchase merchandise from the EXW store, it would be greatly appreciated. This money goes to help pay for things the like 2K22, or going towards the fund for getting a new PlayStation. It goes for things like that to help improve Elite Extreme Women. So if you are able to support EXW in that way, go to the Redbubble store and purchase merchandise. All right. Let's get to our show. On our show on Monday, we had quite a show. We had 5 matches. 2 of them were triple threats. One was a fatal 4-way. We had a 1v1 and a tag team match. Then we had our number 1 contender Hell in a Cell 6-woman match. Then we had our title match. What a title match that was. We had a great title match. So we had our 2 triple threats. The first one was a knockout match. We had Eros 15, aka Dizzy, Sheba Constantine, and Ariana Valentine. And this was a knockout match. And your winner of that knockout match was Ariana Valentine. How appropriate, a Valentine winning on Valentine's Day. Then, and this was an early start for that show on Monday, being that it was Valentine's Day. I had plans with RA. The manager had plans with Gallery of Nuts. So, yeah, we wanted to get things done, wrapped up early so people could get about their Valentine's Day. So we could get about our Valentine's Day. So, yes, early start on Monday. And how about that? A Valentine winning on Valentine's Day. Then we had our second triple threat match was a steel cage. It was a straight up pin or submission match. No escape. We don't do escape the cage matches in EXW, at least not if we can help it. And we had Leilani Starr, Shannon York, and Papura. And Shannon got the pin over Papura to win the match. Then we had a fatal 4-way submissions match. We had Bethren versus Firestar versus Ladybug versus Leslie. One of these names is not like the other. And Bethren got the pin on a submission on Firestar. Then we had a Falls Count Anywhere match with Carmella Springheel taking on Polly the Vampire. And Carmella got the pin on Polly. Then we had the Fabulous Twins taking on the AWI Justice Scouts, which was Glamazon and Jesse Plaid Lantern. And this was an Extreme Rules match. And the AWI Scouts, Glamazon and Jesse, got the win. Then we had our number 1 contenders match, Hell in a Cell 6-woman. First one to a pin or submission got the win. We have Mama Hulk, Jenna Rage, Steffi, Sunshine Marigold, Mrs. Utaker, and Marzana Rage. Now, these women were chosen from the top 12, I believe it was. Let me look. I have to go back and look at my rankings. They were chosen from the top 13. Okay? Top 13. I go in and I do the rankings. Hey, Firestar, I see you in the studio. We're going over our updates for each show. We'll get you on in just a little bit. So when I do the rankings, when I get to the top 10, if there's a tie, I list them out until there's no longer a tie. So we had a top 13. And so I got these 6 women from the top 13. And so Mama Hulk got the pin over Steffi to become your number 1 contender. So next week she will take on the winner of the title match. And the title match was Katie Nightwalker taking on Angel in her second title defense. And this was a 2 out of 3 submissions match. And your winner with 2 submissions to 1 was Katie Nightwalker. And she now is a multi-time Monday Evolution champion. I know that there is one proud papa out there in Mordrin. He was giving her lots of suggestions last week. Thank you, Firestar. I appreciate you being willing to wait. I know you are. You're great about that. Mordrin was out when she won her number 1 contendership. He had her sitting down at ringside watching Angel's match, giving her suggestions and pointers and doing what Mordrin does best, besides winning matches, of course. He was working with his girl, telling her, hey, this is what you need to do next week. And she listened to her daddy and she did it and won her. I don't know. I don't know if this is her second or her third Monday Evolution Championship. But congratulations to Katie. And that leads us to our next week. Here is your lineup for Monday Evolution. Now, our first 4 matches are 1v1s. Then we have a tag team match, and then we have our title match. Or no, I'm sorry. We have we have 4 1v1 matches. Then we have a tag team match. Then we have our number 1 contender. Then our title match. Our 1v1s and our tag team match. These are all ladies who did not have matches this week. So these are all based on who did not have matches this week, so that everybody is having a match at least every other week. Okay? Then I'll talk about how I match them up. Then in your number 1 contender match, I took anybody that did not have, that are in the top, let's see, that were in the top 13. Wait, hold on. That was the top 13 for both last week and this week, that were in the top 13 that did not have a match last week or this week in the number 1 contender match. Okay. So I eliminated everybody from the last 2 weeks that were in the number 1 contender matches. Okay. So that gave me the first 2 people. So then I looked at everybody in the list underneath that and filled it in with anybody that had not been in the number one contender matches in the last 2 weeks. So that's how I came up with the number one contenders. Okay. So in our first matchup, so what I did in the matchups, I looked at who I thought would be pretty evenly matched. So I'm looking for even matchups here. Sorry about that. My headset turned off. I guess I'm going to have to start charging it Tuesday nights just to make sure it doesn't turn off. Okay, so I looked at it and I tried to figure out who I thought would be even matchups. And then I wanted to do one tag match, just instead of having like multiple matches with multiple people. I like to do a tag match. So here is your matchups for Monday. We've got Sheba Constantine versus Coral Evans in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Lissa versus Enchanted Raven in a no holds barred match. Jennifer Vindenberg versus Never Ending Leg in an Extreme Rules match. Jade St. Creed versus Violet Walker in a submissions match. Jerica Page and Eros 15, aka Dizzy, versus Hellfire and Brimstone, which is Angelina and Karma Nightwalker in a EXW normal tag match. Then we have our number one contender Hell in a Cell match. Glamazon, Shannon York, Bubs Hellcat, Estrella, and Cassie Madam Red and Jesse Plaid Lantern. And that is a first pinfall or submission Hell in a Cell match. And our number one contender is Mama Hulk taking on Katie Nightwalker in a 2 out of 3 submissions match, and that is Katie's first title defense. And that is your Monday Evolution report. All right, for Thursday Revolution. This is, again, I took people that did not have matches last week and put them in matches. And of course, you know, your Revolutionary Elimination Chamber number one contenders match is everybody that won their match last week goes in this Elimination Chamber match. And then your number one contender is Tatiana Marie Knight. She faces Melina in her 4th title match. So here you go. You've got in your first match is a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. Triple threat no holds barred match. Oxidizing Angel, Sasha Camaro, and Bad Jan. In your second match, you've got Lilith Rage versus Kelly Strawberry in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Then you have Missy Harris versus Sable Constantine in your third match, and that is an Extreme Rules match. Then you've got in your fourth match Tequila versus Hannah Hart in Knockouts match. Now, these were all matches based again on who I thought would best match up in these type of matches. I figured out my match type. Then I figured out, okay, who do I think would best match against each other? Hello, Melanie. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. So that is how I matched up those matches. Then I did the tag match, and I took a tag team and placed them against I took a faction, 2 people from a faction, and put them against a tag team. And that's how I got the AWI, Jill and Dee, Jill Grease and D Holt Chick versus the Nightshades, Erin Lynn and Emily Ray. All right, Iferman, lay down right where I can't see. Thank you very much. All right, here go, folks. Give me just a second here to get my notebook straightened out and get Ifer straightened out. Oh, yeah, come here. I love you. Yes, I love you, Iferman. Good boy. Good boy. Jealous boy. Yeah, good boy. Yes, I love you. Uh-huh. Big yawn. Big yawn. All right, then we have our number one contender, Revolutionary Elimination Chamber match. We've got Winter Ann, Yvonne the Vicious One, Super Stevie, Tiny Titan, Cougar Knight, and Wrestling Mama. We have two people from uh, the family. We have two people from AWI Justice Scouts, and then Winter Ann and Yvonne the Vicious One. Interesting there how that works out. And that is your number one contenders match. And then, as I said, for your title match, we've got Tatiana Marie Knight taking on Melina, and that is a snap, nap, or tap match. And that is Melina's fourth title defense. Will Tatiana be able to get the win over Melina, knock her off her throne? I know Cougs is out there going, she sure will. That's her one of her baby girls. So she sure knows, she sure thinks she can. But Melina, I know, thinks otherwise. All right, now moving on to murderous matchup. Let me look here real quick. All right, here is your murderous matchup lineup. We've got Jenna Rage versus Abbott Rage in a submissions match. Aunt versus niece. Then we have Lily Rage versus Polly the Vampire in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Angelina Nightwalker versus Bad Jan in a knockout match. Karma Nightwalker versus Davila in a knockout match. Mrs. Utaker versus Coral Evans in a knockout match. Mother versus daughter, Suhlkie versus Mama Hulk in a Hell in a Cell match. And then in our main event, Tequila versus Cassie Madam Red in a submissions match. Yes, I see you, David. We're just finishing up going over our match our shows, getting our updates, and then we'll bring people on. All right, now, Cougs, what have you got for us on for the men's show?
Of course, I had to start coughing as soon as you called me.
Oh, of course, poor. You take your time. You take your time.
Well, I actually do have 7 matches already set up for the next show. I believe we said that was going to be on the 6th of March.
I believe the 6th is the first Sunday of March. Let me double check. You get you a drink. Yes, it is the 6th of March is the first Sunday in March. We lost David. Come on, David.
Sorry. So, I'm trying to decide, do I want to spill all of it right now or do I want to drag it out?
You do whatever you want to do, honey. It's your show.
because I'm gonna start kind of like a oh I forgot about that new match. Well, we'll do that in April. Um, I'm gonna start doing tag team points for the men's tag teams. So we've already had the first tag team match, which was last month, I believe. Let me double check the notes that I made. Who was it that won? Demon Gods
It was
won.
Demon Gods.
So they're they've already got their first set of points, and on the 6th, we will have the Cowboys from Hell, RA, and Feeling Kale taking on Fire and Ice, which is Blaze McCoy and Frozen Rage. And that will
Okay.
be our second one to start getting ready for a tag team championship match.
I need to write them down. I don't have them I don't have them written down anywhere.
Have
I'm
which one?
making uh blazing
Well, I can give you a list of the men's ones. I have, excuse we have 8 men's tag teams.
Blaze and Rage.
Uh huh. And their name is Fire and Ice.
Okay.
Now, I do have 2 teams that do not have a name. I know one is working on getting with their partner to figure out a name. The other one right now, I'm just calling the Wards.
Miles and Standish and Stanley.
But those are the only 2 that do not have names. Everybody else has names. I do not have entrances or finishers from them, though.
Shadow. Oh, I love it. Blaze and Frozen Rage should be
Uh-uh.
called Icy Hot. Actually, I was thinking something to do with farts because they both come in farting. They both have this obsession with farts. So their name should have something to do with farts. Icy farts. Oh,
Sorry about that. We already know who's going for the championship, and that is Super Nacho against
yes.
Matt Outlaw. This will be his second defense.
Yes, it will.
And it is a 2 out of 3 KO match. That is what the men's championship match is.
Dutch oven. Oh, that's priceless, Shadow. I love it. Dutch oven. That should be Blazing Frozen Rage's name, Dutch oven. I should do that to him just to be ornery.
The other tag team I'm calling nephews right now.
Icon and Shadow
Shadow
Press.
Press.
I figured that out. That was pretty easy to figure out.
Yep. Alrighty. Now, when I did the number 1 contender, the person that wins the Rumble Royal automatically gets a spot in the Elimination Chamber. Also, the person who gets the most eliminations gets a spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Jamar, I just sent you the link to the studio. And I will add you to the EXW chat. So I will do that after the show. Welcome to the show. Oh my word, you're needy. Good Lord, you're needy tonight. I'm sorry, Man is being super needy. He's usually not this needy. See, see, Man. Man. Hi, Man. Sorry. Needy dog. You okay?
Alrighty. So we talked about that one. We talked about that one.
Oh, I forgot to say Wally, Wally, Wally. I forgot to say hi to Wally because I was doing my update and I got involved in that. Hi, Wally. How you doing? Are you trying to write on my notebook, Ifer?
So far in the Elimination Chamber, we have Demon King, who won the last Rumble Royal. Let's try that again. Royal Rumble. And then we have Mondo, who had the most eliminations. Then the other 4 competitors I get from the matches. If they won their match, they get into the spot until I can get enough ranking points so that I can start using a ranking system. So we have Little Andy because he beat Count. Oh crap, I have to find another one. I have Cowboy John down twice. Why do I have him down twice?
Do you need me to look up my?
I know he won against Wally, but why did I get him another one?
I'm pulling up. I am pulling up my page 2. Go. Oh, wrong notebook. I'm in the wrong notebook. That's why. There we go. Okay, you have Demon King Robbie Ray won the Rumble. Andy Price won against Count. Then your tag team was you had the 8-man tag team.
That one was that was the Loyalist winning. That was just a like a welcome match, but we had to postpone it.
Okay. Then you have the Demon Gods.
Yep.
Which was Joker and Ripper.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm doing good. And then you have Cowboy John.
Yep.
And Nacho won the number 1 contender.
Yep.
And Matt Outlaw won the title match. Okay. Mondo had the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble. Nightcrawler and Shadow tied for second. Now, in the Elimination Chamber, Walker had the most eliminations with 4.
Okay. So, and Walker is in the Elimination Chamber again because of that. I mean, out of the 6 people, he eliminated 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was only right.
The only one he didn't eliminate was Nacho.
Right, and Nacho's the one that won.
Yep.
And then because of that welcome match, and I needed one more person for the Elimination Chamber, I gave it to the person on the winning team that got the win. So that is Redneck Avenger.
Woohoo! Or yeehaw!
I just got to make sure I didn't double book anybody other than like the tag match and stuff. And the Royal Rumble. So we talked about those matches.
Now, I have a favor to ask of you.
Mm-hmm.
For time constraints of the show, could we not do 30-man Royal Rumbles?
I've already cut it down to 20.
Thank you. 30-man makes it a really long show.
I noticed when I was watching it, the Rumble itself was almost an hour.
Yeah, it was long.
So I cut it down to 20, and if that's still too long, we'll cut it down again.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes from there. It's all because I mean, occasionally I've done 30, but I never timed it to see how long it was. So yeah.
Well, you're going to be in a match on the next show, Shadow. Actually, you're going to be in the Rumble again, and you also have a one-on-one match.
Yeah, I think you were the only one that wasn't tagged in on the 8-man tag match.
Yep, I think so. Yes, you are, Wally. And you also have a one-on-one match because
Wally,
I do
did you?
have, huh?
Oh, I was going to ask Wally, did you like your info card? What were you going to say, Kooks?
I don't know. I fell asleep for a second.
I have those moments too. I call them Suzy moments, Suzy brain moments, because my brain don't work right. I got all but one elimination written down on that Rumble. I don't know who eliminated Drum Monkey. Well, you need to thank
Let me
Cougs.
look.
You need to thank Cougs for that because she's the one that came up with your um, info card. She added to what you had. I thought she did a damn good job.
I missed Drum Monkey too. I couldn't find his.
Yeah, it digitized, and it was in that where the video goofed up because
Ah,
of video quality, and Drum Monkey um is the only elimination that when I went back and watched it, because I went back and watched it and got all of the eliminations. Drum Monkey was the only one I did not see because of the video
he
cutting
was the
out,
only one I missed.
because the video cut out. So
You are welcome, Wally. All right, so we talked about the number one contender, we talked about the champ, and we talked about the tag match.
now Uncommitted has a minor injury.
Yes, and I did not put him in a match because of the minor injury.
Okay, so I had that noted that he has a minor injury. Did you like my that I could send you my
Yes,
notes? Did you
that
like
helps
that?
so much.
Good, I'm glad.
Now all I have to do is go back and watch last week's um, roundtable to get those matches.
I can send you that too. I can
Okay.
send you my notes from that show, which I did send you that on Skype. But I have a notebook that's just for Elite Men's Fury notes.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
down to, I think, 4 matches left for requests.
yeah. See, here's my notebook. It's a digital notebook.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, I have all of my EXW stuff is now in here.
Oh, that would be
And
cool.
so I can send you, now that I have your email plugged into here, anything I do, I can send you like results and stuff, and any notes I take, I can just shoot it to you in email in a PDF.
Oh, cool. That does
So
help,
yeah,
especially if I have to work and catch it right away.
so yeah, so
Mr. Wally, I am drinking hot water with a cough drop dissolving in it.
you should put some honey and lemon in it.
It's a radio trick I learned a long, long time ago when I was doing like 3 shows a week, and they taught me to put a water as hot as you could possibly stand it, drop a menthol cough drop in it, and stir it, and then sip from a straw. Because I used to go horse all the time, going to the live radio show or live wrestling shows, and then trying to do radio that next night.
Oh, by the way, speaking of radio, for all of you who were a part of Wrestler Unstoppable, I have an announcement that I would like to make. For those of you who have not heard yet, one of our very long time members of the wrestling community, going back to Facebook wrestling, has passed away. He passed away yesterday. Um, Somebody very near and dear to my heart, Spicy McHaggis. Um, this absolutely just guts me. Um, yeah, he was my husband for 4 years. But yeah, Bradley Parks was his manager. He passed away yesterday. I don't know any details um, other than he passed away. I have the link to his obituary. It does not give any details other than just about family. You can leave a condolence to the family if you would like. If you would like to have that and you have me on Skype, um, if you'd like to have that, I will post it in the EXW chat on Skype um, so that you can leave a message to the family. Um, but many of us knew him through radio. Um, Maybe didn't know him personally like I did. Brad was a dear friend of mine, and Spicy, Spicy and I got into. We did a lot together. Um, like I said, Spicy and I were, Suzy and Spicy were married for 4 years. Um, this really, I'm heartbroken right now. I am just absolutely heartbroken. Um, this one gets me as bad as losing Yvonne the Vicious One, for those of you who knew her and knew our relationship. This one gets me as bad as that. Um, for those of you who didn't know him, he was quite a character. Um, he was a he was hilarious. Sorry, but please keep his family your thoughts and prayers. Um, his friends. He was a good man. Uh, Brad was an amazing person. Um, but yes, please keep his friends and family in your thoughts and prayers. So okay, um, Cougs, I'm sorry to interrupt your.
Not a problem, because I was going to say I'm saving the last 4 for next week.
Okay, there we go. Spread it out. Spread the joy.
Yeah. That way, if I have to make any adjustments,
Card is always subject to change.
that is a true statement since I've already changed it once.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I had this one guy down twice. I would have loved to try and see him fight, twice. It would have
There
been
you go.
amazing to see him fight himself for the number 1 contender spot. There's Firestar.
Hello, Cougar.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Kicking butt. Or actually getting my butt kicked.
Oh,
I am
sorry about
praying for you. I hope you feel better soon.
sorry about
I'm
that. I
working
had
on
to,
it.
as y'all saw, I had to blow my nose. Coog's got the cough. I I had that for a few days, but mine has been the nose, the sinuses. Whew.
Mine is all chest related. And it's hard when you can't get that big, deep breath. Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah. How are you, Firestar?
I'm good.
Well, that's good. What you got going on?
Uh, Not much.
So, Firestar, we come on every week,
Mhm.
and you never request a match. You have an opportunity to request matches, but you never do. Would you like to have a specific match against somebody on your roster?
Uh, Not really.
Oh, come on now. You don't want any there you don't want to fight anybody? You just want the GMs to set all your matches? Shadow just said he called out his brother.
Hey, Shadow. Yeah, I know.
There's no one you want to call out for a match? What's your next goal in EXW? What would you like to do? Do you have a tag partner? Have you gotten a tag partner yet?
Uh, I mean, in LTD I do, but here, no, I don't.
Is there anybody you'd like to have as a tag partner?
Um, I don't know who has a partner or who doesn't.
Well, just name somebody. I'll tell you if they've got a partner or not.
Um,
How about Polly? Would you like to tag with her?
my biggest fan? Yeah, I bet she
She
will
did.
love that.
She does not have a tag partner.
Yeah, heck yeah, we can do that.
All right. I will see about making that happen.
All right.
Let me see here. Hold on just a second. I got to find. There. Okay, I just sent the message. I'm working on it for you.
Thanks.
All right. I even have a note. Polly and Firestar tag team question mark. See, I'm taking notes on things. If I don't take notes, I'll never remember.
I know. I know.
So is what would you like? What's a goal you have for EXW?
Um, The goal is to hopefully win my first belt in EXW.
Okay. What first belt would you like to go for?
Depends on which belt.
Well, you're a part of the Monday roster, so your belt options are these. You have Monday Evolution, Gift of the Goddess, tag team belts once you find a partner, and the world title. Those are your 4 options.
Okay.
So which is the first one you'd like to go for? See, I want to try to help you meet your goals.
Probably Gift of the Goddess.
Okay, Gift of the Goddess. So what you want to do is at the next pay-per-view, you want to challenge for the number 1 contender for the Gift of the Goddess. Hey, Joker.
Yes.
All right, so you just happen to be talking to the GM for the Gift of the Goddess belt.
Who would that be?
Oh.
Not
Sorry,
me.
I'm chewing my food.
Me.
You?
Me. Yeah, me. Come here, Ifer. Now lay down. I GM too. Oh, looky there, Ifer. You were on camera again. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Somebody's having to sit in my lap. Looky there. Looky
Hi,
there. There's Ifer. Oh, I love you too. Somebody's being needy. Yeah, somebody's being a needy britches. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. I have that in my notes that you want to challenge for the Gift of the Goddess. Do you know what that belt means?
No.
I love it. You want a challenge for the belt, but you don't know what the belt entitles. Well, that belt is a belt that you can fight for. I love you too, Ifer. Oh. Yes, I love you too. So it's a belt that you have to defend every pay-per-view, but it's also a belt that you can cash in like a Money in the Bank for a shot at the world title.
Oh, okay.
So if you win the belt and you don't lose it, okay, Ifer, and you don't lose it, you can cash it in on the world champion at any time.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a Money in the Bank, but it's also a belt you have to defend.
Okay.
What, Wally? He's just loving on me. He's just telling me he loves me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love you too, Life Man. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's enough. So that's actually a really good belt to choose to go after because it gives you the potential of 2 belts. So you better hope that Crusher, my daughter, doesn't cash it in between now and the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because if she cashes it in, then we have to go through the tournament to award the belt again, which that is like a 8-week tournament. Because every woman but the title holders and the last person to hold the belt, which would be her and me, go into the tournament. No, she does not defend it against the guys.
Joker, shut up.
The guys are in basically a different company. They're in a different profile. I have a few guys on the my women's profile, but not many. All right, well, I am going to bring on one of our newest signees,
Morning, Alex.
David GS. Oops, hold on. Sorry. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened. Hey, David, GSA Wrestling. What? No, you have to remind me what GSA stands for.
It's my old league years ago, and basically we made like a little company that ran with like 70 members all over the world.
Okay, so that was an. Oh, you don't even use it anymore.
No, we do. We still use the lads still
Ah,
do. The boys who I still hang out with use my name as GSA for some reason, so it just became a thing.
so what is your wrestler name?
David GSA Wrestling. It literally is the name. It's become a thing.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome to the show, David, and welcome to Elite Extreme Women. Uh-oh, Cougar likes the accent.
I've just got one of those accents.
Well, I have to admit, I love the accent too.
It's the British strong style accents.
I love British, Scottish, Irish accents. Oh yeah.
It's funny because I've got a mixture of like English and Scottish because my dad's Scottish and my mum was English, so I have the
Yeah,
cross blend.
yeah, you do. I say you do have that Scottish, a little bit of that Scottish thrown in there. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, it comes out. It comes out when I speak to my sister and her husband because obviously he's Scottish, so it comes out more in me when I spoke to them for a while. Hi,
There
Walter.
you there you go. So now, are you going ahead and going to join before 22, or are you still just planning
My
on
character's up
waiting for
whenever you want it.
22?
Like it's already up on 2K19, but if you want to leave me till 2022, then we can do that. Whichever way you want to swing it.
Hold on here a second.
Whichever's better
Um,
for you.
no, we've got room on 19. So if you've got if you got him up on 19, we could go ahead and get you
Yeah, I did an
um
up-to-date one the other day for you. It's just under GSA Wrestling.
the hashtag is GSA Wrestling.
No, just GSA. I just hashtagged it GSA for make it easy.
All right.
He's got a bit of blue Scottish for you
All right.
in
Well,
the face
I
paint.
will. I've got to get my show for tomorrow put into the system. So I will, after I do that, I will go get you downloaded on my men's profile. I have to have 2 different PSNs. So hold on just a second. Sorry. Shadow asks, "Is that what you act like when Icon is here at Cougs?" Oh, her nephew. Um, wait, is Cougs, is Icon your nephew?
He is.
Okay, yes, her nephew is Scottish. He and I used to do a radio together called Soccer Pundits.
It sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
we've just started a podcast where it's me and my mate and we're just bantering off each other. So that's been interesting.
oh yeah, I used to have a whole hell of a lot of fun doing Soccer Pundits with Icon. We had a blast. But yeah, is that so? Yeah, her nephew was being a little pill to her to Cougs out there. So, what are you looking forward to about being in EXW?
To be honest, I'm one of those, like, I like going into shows and just showing like my style of like coming in as a wrestler, because like obviously I've been wrestling on games for years and it feels like I'm getting old. So it's nice if I come in and mess a few people up and then say I'm one of the best.
Hey, we love the trash talk as long as you keep it family friendly.
Oh, I'm
Um,
minding my P's and Q's.
yes, we've talked about that, minding the P's and Q's. Um, we love it. Yeah, we love to have the trash talk. We love to have the back and forth, the banter. Um, Even on here, you can pick somebody like Shadow Press out there. Go for it. Have at him. Um, uh, I pick on Shadow Press. Usually, I'll go around kicking him on the shins. Um, we love to have that. It's fun. It's fun to have the banner back and forth between the people, finding somebody to have a feud with, to get even here just now, finding somebody out there you want to pick on and maybe start a feud with. Um, Shadow Press is a good one. Um, I love picking on Shadow Press.
We could
He,
see where that goes. Me and Shadow Press, like, it could be a good little rivalry. Like.
um, I've been picking on Shadow for 10 years. So, yeah, I've been picking on him a long time. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, we even have people that set up matches, request matches while they're on here. So, don't be afraid to speak out if you're here at Roundtable.
Yeah, but I thought I'd jump in and see what the crack is with it, because obviously we're being a new member and coming in trying to fold into what you've already got. So obviously
Oh,
running
hey,
my own
no.
show, I do it different. Everybody does their shows different. Like PPF, when I'm on Easy, it's different, and you've just got to work it.
Oh, no, no. Sheens. No, Shins. SHIN. Um, yeah, your shins don't thank me. I keep telling you to wear your shin guards, but no, do you not listen to me? I even tell you that. Uh, but no, I mean, we had Riley Wolf was on last week, and that was his first week to come on Roundtable. And shoot, he requested 2 matches. So hey, don't be shy.
Oh no, I'm quite happy to take on Shadow. If Shadow wants it, we can have it. We can see who the better elite is.
All right, so I will go ahead and
I have your request for Rex Down Demon. I'm just not ready to deal with him, but I have not forgotten. I do have it written down, that so it will happen. I'm just not doing it right away. He gives
yeah,
me a
we
headache.
Joker, we don't really want to have Rex on the show. I have him available, but I really don't want him on the show. I mean, that would be more like a special kind of situation. So David's called you out, Shadow Press. I'll let you set the stipulation. What kind of match do you want?
I'm hoping he says Extreme Rules. My guy loves taking it to the extreme.
I didn't see that.
No, I don't know what he's putting, but I don't mind.
And if you guys want anything extra special, just let me know, and we will work it out onto the show.
Now, David, do I have you on Skype now?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Do you want to be added to the group chat?
You can do. You can have me whatever you need me to do. I'll wang into. I'll try and rotate my time. It's hard.
No.
It's hard because I'm running. Obviously, I've got the podcast. I've got my own channel running, and I've got TikTok at the same time. My time gets limited every day.
No, it's if you want to be in there. I mean, that's where a lot of the information is put out about the shows and links.
Oh, I think I'm already in the group. No, I'm already in the group chat. If it's about the chat, I've seen the show.
Yeah, that's right. You are in the group chat. Okay. If it becomes too much, you can always leave or mute it.
Oh no, it's fine. Like obviously, what happens is it just comes up as a notification when I'm doing stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, if you can always mute it.
Yeah. It's more the time difference. Obviously, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning UK time. 2:15. So it's late.
I'm good with an Extreme Rules match. You know, I'm up for fighting in any match. All right, Extreme Rules.
Awesome.
And I've got this written down, and I will shoot you this. Page, Cougs, after the show.
Okie
dokie. Which, Wally, we still have your match with Cowboy John. I've got that written down, and that will be sent to her. So I love my digital notebook.
Bro, it's a lifesaver, it really is. When you have to write a load of stuff down, having like a little jotting pad so you can jot stuff down, it's such a lifesaver.
Oh, well, it's better than my spiral notebook because I have so many different notebooks all in this one digital notebook. I just flip between them, and yeah.
Well, I've just pre-ordered 2K22. I literally pre-ordered it like half an hour before it came out.
I have ordered, thanks to Papa Elf. I ordered it last week, so that was my Valentine's present from Papa Elf. So I've got it. I will get it downloaded the day it is available.
Did you get the collector? Did you get normal or collectors, or did you get deluxe? There's obviously
I got the NWO.
Yeah, I got the end. I went collectors.
Yeah, I went NWO. I don't care that it's just digital. That's what I got for 19 and 2K22. I'm sorry, 22 sucked.
2K20, yeah.
It sucked and blew at the same time.
Literally, I don't know how I've made content on it for 2 years, but I've managed to pull it off. So when that game dies, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, no, 22. I made some content on it, but it frustrated me to no end, and then I just left it alone for about the past year. I don't think I've even opened it in about a year.
No, yeah. That's Battleground for me. I've not touched it since I got Battleground. I've connected that.
I got Battleground when they had it for free. I played a little bit with it. It was okay.
Yeah, I'm the only two paid £30 on release for it, and I was like, oh, bro,
I saw it when it was free, and I put it out there to people, hey, you can get it for free. You know, if you want free, you know, while it's free, hey, get it. So I mean, might as well while it's free.
Yeah.
And like I said, I played with it a little bit. It was okay. It wasn't, you know, like earth-shattering. I would not get 2K20 if it was free. That's how bad it is.
That's why it never went free. I was surprised it didn't go free, to be honest, on PlayStation. Because the
Yeah,
amount of people that sent the copies back was ridiculous.
yeah, I wouldn't bother with it if it was free.
Yeah, I don't know how
I
it's made. I honestly don't know. Like, the videos that are going up on my channel are all from 2K20. I don't know how I've pulled it off, but I've managed to do it. So
I mean, there are people that are playing, that are streaming with it, and more power to them. I never messed with streaming with it. I everybody kept telling me, don't mess with it, don't do it, don't do it. And I had so many people telling me, I listened.
yeah, it's one of those
People
games
that
where
I
like,
trusted, and I just, I listened to them. They said, it's just there are just way too many glitches.
yeah, PPF was saying PPF was like, it's horrendous. It was like one of the worst games he's ever played. And I was like, bro, I'm stuck on it because I got rid of 2K90 as it came out. I was like, oh, so yeah, I
Yeah.
managed that content on it, so I'm quite
But
happy.
I mean, hey, they got 2K19 running, and they left it where we can do creation, where we could do community creations, and they still they did they left it running and capable, and so long, and I appreciate them doing that. They could have shut it down a whole lot sooner than they did, and they didn't, and I appreciate that, but they had to, because 20, excuse my language, 20 sucked ass.
Oh, it's literally probably the worst game they've ever released, bar none.
Well, they did a major bad. They whoever they had using to build 2K19, they got rid of. And they didn't have time to replace them with somebody that was decent. And so they had to go back um, to an earlier platform and build from there. And it just, it sucked.
Yeah, it was like coming out as a beta test, and even though it was meant to be a full game, it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And even though they've done the updates, it still sucks.
Yeah, sometimes the updates were even worse than it was before, but um, they 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 uh, um, they've actually, I think that taking the 2 years to build 22 has been the right move. And from everything that I am hearing on 22, they're doing it the right way, and they're giving us things that we want. Some things they're not giving us, but I can deal with that. Yeah, we only have 100 cost spots. Yeah, would we like more? Yes. But we only have 100 right now. So we only get 100 when we get 22. We're not getting less than what we're used to. We're getting the same amount that we're used to.
Yeah. The
So
thing is, though,
at least we're not getting less. They're not taking away from us.
yeah,
So they're not taking away, but they're not adding to. I can live with that. Um, they are we are getting cross-platform community creations. Hallelujah. But let the angels sing and rejoice. We are getting cross-platform community creation between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and that's generation between 4 and 5 for the PlayStation, all the different Xboxes, and with the computer. We are getting cross-platform. Hallelujah. Uh, that is a huge game changer. right there. The GM mode, I can go in and create Suzy the Elf as a GM, and we can go in, and you and I could go into GM mode and draft. I can draft my players, my people. You can draft your people, and we can run shows and see who has the better show in GM mode.
It's a good concept. It is really like a good concept for people who like obviously YouTubers, because obviously we put shows on every week, and like obviously I took a bit of a break because obviously with the end of 2K20, I was like, oh, I'm going to take a break, just do random matches, and then when 2K20 is, I'll go back into develop mode.
Yeah, but with the GM mode, we can actually, like, you and I can stream at the same time in the same party as our GMs running our shows, and against each other.
Yeah, it could be. That's what I mean.
In
Like,
GM mode.
it's going to be crazy because obviously obviously people can't usually do that, so it could be interesting. It could be interesting. I know me and my mates on about doing like because we've obviously been running our own separate things, and we're on about doing the duo next year, and it should be awesome. You know what I mean? So we'll try and work.
I mean, we could actually do GM mode and literally compete against each other. And like, or you could go be Stephanie or Shane McMahon.
Nobody's picking Sonya. If anybody picks Sonya, you're gonna mark.
Or who's the other guy?
Jim, is it? I want to say Jim, but it's not.
Price.
Yeah, it is.
I can't think of his first name. All I can think of is Andy Price, but that's one of our DWS people. But whatever. But that fourth GM that's running things that are quote unquote running things with Sonya Deville. You could pick one of those two or one of the two McMahon siblings. One of those four, and you could do NXT, NXT UK, SmackDown, or Raw. Or you can do your own with your own built GM. And that's GM mode.
You give me information. I didn't. We've sort of been keeping track of it, but we've not been massively looking into it.
GM mode is going to be really versatile, and you're going to have different camera angles that you can look at, but that's only in GM mode. Then there's my faction. Then, of course, there's my rise, which is my story. My understanding now is that you don't have to unlock everything, except for if you want Dominic Mysterio, you have to play through the My Mysterio storyline to unlock all of the Mysterio stuff, plus plus unlocking Dominic Mysterio. So to get Dominic, you have to play through the Rey Mysterio. But my understanding is everything else will be unlocked.
The thing is, I always play the campaign, and I always play it all anyway. I usually live stream the first day it comes up.
I don't play it. See, I don't play the game. So
I actually live stream the first day.
So all that stuff that you had to, was it on 2K20 that you had to play to unlock? I never had all that stuff. So
I enjoy playing the thing is though, it's all based on what you want to do and play with the game. It's meant to be like that, and I enjoyed sitting playing like randomly through the campaign.
If you buy the top level of the game, like the NWO pack, like I'm buying the NWO pack, I'm spending $120. I shouldn't have to play to unpack all that crap.
I don't know. Well, no, because usually what you can do is you can go to over. I don't know if this is going to be the same with 2K22, but I know that you could skip doing the campaign thing. All you had to do was go over to, accessories or like the locker, and you could unlock everything.
No,
straight through. Oh,
No,
well,
you
I did
couldn't.
it for 2K.
On
I don't know
20,
how I pulled it off, but I did.
on 20, you couldn't do that. You had all of the Bray Wyatt stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, it was 19 that you could do it. 2K20, you couldn't. The only thing you could unlock was the 4 horsewomen storyline. You could unlock that without playing.
Well, the Bray Wyatt stuff. I can't remember what it was called. You had to play to unlock all of that.
No, and it was
All the
the thing is,
clothing and the
boring as hell.
moves. And,
There was no like passion to play it. It was just boring. Like you had to read everything. It felt like you was It was like
all the
you didn't feel like you was
cutscenes and
doing.
everything.
Yeah, it was like you felt like you wasn't actually playing a game. It felt like you was like not sitting playing a game, even though you might be chilling playing it. It was weird.
But yeah, like there was one that there was I can't remember the name of it, the storyline, and you had to play it like 4 different times to unlock everything.
Oh yeah, the towers.
Yeah, the towers.
Ah, the
And you
towers.
had to play it like 4 different times to unlock everything. I don't play it, but I shouldn't have to play. If I'm spending $120. I shouldn't have to play to unlock everything. It should come unlocked. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
it definitely should be. Like the thing is, I think it's meant to be there to make you want to play the game. But if you're not like a massive, like if obviously we've doing shows, we have to do so much editing and recording and stuff. Like we don't get time to sit and play usually. And when we do, we're like, do we really want to play 2K? You know what I mean? So it's one of those.
Yeah, but I'm just saying but it's just one of those things. If you're paying all that money over I could understand if you're buying the basic. Yeah, you have to play to unlock everything. I get that. If you're buying the basic, like whatever the $60, however much the very basic version is, I could understand having to play to unlock. You have to earn the money to unlock everything. I understand that. But if you're paying for the very top level Uber Deluxe version, they should give it all to you with a thank you very much, ma'am,
Or
sir.
definitely, 100%.
Here's a handshake. Here's a sign. Here's a handwritten signed note from the NWO. You know,
The thing is,
you
it feels a
know.
bit.
I mean, you need something.
Yeah, it feels a bit lackluster this deal. Like obviously we're all buying the collect suggestion because like at the NWO, but like it feels a bit lackluster because every year we've had like, oh, you do want to buy this copy, you can get a signed autograph by such a person, and like it feels a bit lackluster because there's nothing like that this year.
Well, like one year you got a piece of a mat.
Yeah, that
One
was a
year
bit
you
slower.
got one year, if you got a certain version, you got a piece of Ric Flair's robe. I never got those because I was not interested in the little memorabilia. I wanted like the deluxe copy because I didn't want to have to. I wanted I wanted everything unlocked. I wanted all the season pass and all of that. Um, all the bells and whistles. I didn't want the mat. I didn't want Ric Flair's robe, but I wanted the best copy I could get.
It's funny you said that because I'm literally looking at his Funko Pop from that year.
You're looking at the what?
The Funko, you got a Funko Pop of Ric Flair, you got the Hall of Fame ring, and you got the obviously piece of attire that you say.
Yeah,
It's funny that I'm looking at all 3 of them on my side.
yeah, and I mean, that's great that people wanted that. I didn't want that. I I don't need all that laying around my house. I have over 2,000 penguins and get more every year. Um, I don't need little pieces of somebody's clothing.
It's quite good though. It was quite good though because it was in like a proper frame. It's in like a proper like plastic fucking like glass frame.
Watch your language.
Yeah, I just realised what I said. But it's in like a little plastic. It's in like a little plastic case, and it's quite cool. Like it is, if you're a massive Ric Flair fan.
Exactly.
Obviously, times have changed, and maybe not many people would care if it was Ric Flair. With what's been going on
No,
with Ric
there's some
Flair.
people who would still, care about that, but I'm just not. That's if it was a penguin, oh yeah, I'd be all over that. But for me, it's just not something I wanted. But I wanted the best copy I could get. Rob says, and the Flair bobblehead went to another friend. Oh, he says, I had the Ric Flair robe piece, and I gifted it to Shamrock. And the Ric Flair bobblehead went to another friend, and I kept the ring in game.
I kept them all. Nobody was getting my Ric Flair stuff. It was staying. It was
See,
clean.
I know Mordrin got all of that because he's a huge Ric Flair. He's a huge Ric Flair fan. Because I know he got all of the Ric Flair stuff. Come on, Ifer.
2K20 was like, even like the collector's edition, they made mistakes with like getting Edge to sign. They was giving pictures out with no signature. How do you mess that up? It's like, it's boxing.
It's easy.
Yeah, but like you would think, because obviously they must have got him in to sign them all. But it looks bad that they didn't say anything, but Edge had to actually private message on like a massive Twitter page saying, "Listen, send me your pictures and I'll sign them and send them back to you."
And that's good on Edge. I mean, at least he made it right.
It was like 2K shoved it in. It ain't good on with it.
I mean, hey, sometimes things happen. Mistakes do happen, and at least he made it right. Didn't have to happen that way.
Yeah,
but
they should have come out and said, "Listen, if you've got one, we'll sort it out for you." You know what I mean? Free of charge, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of people won't buy this game because of what happened with 2K. This is like my last chance with them. If they mess this up, I'm not going to buy another 2K again.
I think if they mess this one up, there will be a mass exodus to AEW and their game that will be coming out.
They really can't. I think this is their last chance with Vince as well, because I think Vince said that like if they don't produce what they should be producing, then they're cutting ties with them. So 2K could lose. That's why I think they've put so much effort into this one, because they've been told if they mess it up, they'll lose the rights to the franchise.
And I understand that. I really do get if they do screw this up. I get that it could cost them tremendously, and it should. And honestly, Vince should be shopping video game people and have a backup in place in case they screw the pooch, as the saying goes.
I've heard rumors of who
I am not advocating bestiality. It's a saying, folks.
I've heard the rumors of who it might be, and I'm not happy with who it might be if they mess it up.
Oh, who?
EA Sports.
I don't know.
If it's anything like FIFA, I'll never play it again, because FIFA's horrendous.
But see, with EA Sports, though, you can buy that yearly subscription.
Yeah.
And you get it for free with that yearly subscription.
I'm thinking more if they do foot, with the the FIFA foot pack or whatever it's called, the FUT packs. If they start doing that, it'll just ruin the franchise altogether, and people will just stop playing it in its own right.
But I'm just saying, though, you do have an advantage with EA Sports because they have that EA Sports yearly subscription.
Yeah.
And you pay a flat fee, and you have access to all of the EA games.
Mm.
And if it fell under the EA games like that, then you automatically get it every year.
Mm.
You may have to pay a slight extra fee to get like the deluxe package. But that would still be hold on, I got a message. um that would be the advantage to going over to EA Sports.
It could be an interesting way to see what they do, because obviously, do you know what? I'm a diehard THQ fan. I feel like when we lost THQ, we lost a lot. I feel like 2K sort of set it on a dark path anyway when they took over. Maybe I was just THQ all the way through, but yeah, when 2K took over, it sort of sagged it a little bit.
Sorry, I don't know if you were here when I talked about I lost a good
Oh yeah,
friend.
I was in the. Yeah.
People keep messaging me asking me if I know about it.
It's been a year where we've all lost a lot of people, though. In generally, like obviously, it's not been the best couple of years with obviously COVID being a thing. It's sort of messed a lot of people up in that aspect with what's going on.
Yeah, just yeah. He and I, this friend, this person we lost, he and I were real good friends, and um, everybody's wanting to make sure I know about it. Just thanks, Rage. Yeah, this just guts me losing Spicy. Um, his manager and I were good friends. He was a true sweetheart. He's just an absolute jewel. Rage, Squid, call in, jerk.
No, do you know what? It's a different way of doing it, because obviously I've never been in a chat where like it's all based on like doing YouTube and doing like franchising, and that's the funny thing with like people. I didn't even know I was getting put in that group. I was like, "Hello."
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you knew I was going to put you in there. Sorry.
I'm at I'm in the PlayStation chat. Where there's like 30 odd people.
Oh.
I was like, my phone.
Oh, the one that PPF put you in?
Yeah, all of a sudden was my phone go ping, ping, ping. I was like, oh no. I was chilling and my phone just started going off. I was like, oh no.
I get your Rage, but my show I had to go on. Yeah, that's a fun little group. I don't get to be on call on the parties as much, but yeah, it's a fun little group.
Yeah, Princess left the other day, by the way.
Ash, Princess Ashley.
Yeah, she left it. She left the group chat yesterday or the other day.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, but she took both of her accounts out. It might have been the promo PPF cost on us, to be honest. I was just sat there like, oh.
I don't know. There's no telling. Hey, Rev, how you doing? Yeah, there's no telling with her. She can get a little prickly sometimes.
Hey, Rev.
I know she wants to go on make a female and go on her show next year. Which so that should be interesting.
So, hold on here a second. I gotta. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find your YouTube link.
I can do that. It's just that I just don't want to close my thing down because it cuts my mic off, I think. At the same time. Give me a minute. Let's see if I can find it.
GHSA Wrestling?
No, GSA. Wait, I might be able to find it. Give me two. Let me see if I can figure it out.
All I'm finding is, oh, there it is. There you are.
I'm trying to get the link now.
I got it.
Oh, have you
I
got it?
got it. Because you can't post the link.
Oh,
I
okay.
can. All right, here is GSA's link to his YouTube page. Give him a subscription, guys.
Oh, do you know what worked out the other day? I've done something like 3,000 videos on my flop for it's been too long.
But yeah, give him a subscription, guys. I'm sure he will subscribe back. I have already subscribed to him. So go help him grow his channel a little bit. Help him help him out, DWS. We are a family around here. So let's help out this newcomer to our little community. And I will drop your link in our Skype chat for those who don't have it, who haven't seen it. Cougs was wanting your link, so I will make sure that it gets shared around.
She just wants to hear my accent more. She's better going to the podcast. She's better going to the podcast for that because it's 2 hours long. It's like an hour long.
Yes, that's really it. She just wants to listen to you more.
She's better with the podcast, bro. I talk more on the podcast.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, if nobody else has anything, I think I am done for the night. Unless if there's any more about 2K22 anybody has. We've got cross-platform community creations. My GM mode is going to be, looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. My faction, they really left the creation suite. My understanding is that's pretty well, they pretty well left that alone. Not a whole lot of changes there. The call slots are the same, 100. I know we would have liked to have more, but it is what it is. Highlight reels, they left that alone. That was not messed with. Maybe in the future they just didn't have time. You look at it this way, they only had so much time to do so much work, and they had a lot of work to do.
Pig ball as a lot.
You just have to pick and choose what you're going to do. And really, if you think about it, the grand scheme of thing, highlight reel is not that. Highlight reel. Yeah.
The one thing I'm peeved about is like the people who got released, because one of them was like one of my stars I wanted to use and use his entrance, and I can't use it now because it's been scrapped. Unless like they put it as in like just a normal car entrance.
Who is that?
John Morrison. Back in the day,
I don't
John
know.
Morrison
He may have been released. He may have been released too late to scrap him from the game.
Oh no, he's been scrapped.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've checked the roster. He's not on.
But they haven't released the full roster.
Oh no, it is. It's on 2K now. If you go on the full rosters, there all 80 odd people or something like that.
From what I was hearing though, they haven't released the full roster yet.
I know they're putting more DLC characters in. There's like 5 DLCs apparently confirmed for the game.
From what I've heard, they haven't released the full roster yet.
No, they've not like released it. But if you actually go to 2K, you can actually look at the roster, and it tells you who's not actually been announced properly. You know, the rating. They've not released the rating for that person for this year, but the actual roster's there, and Batista's not on it, and John Morrison is, and neither's Braun Strowman.
Well, I can understand Braun Strowman was released far enough back for him not to be in the game. I can get that.
Mhm.
Morrison was released not too long ago. He may still be on there.
Unless they're going to put him in as a new star, maybe, because he's obviously a returning star. Because they're doing like packs where they're doing returning star, legends, new rising stars, and then there's 2 other packs they're doing as well. On
Yeah,
top.
just don't hold out. Don't give up hope yet. He still may be in there. It
It
just,
doesn't help me unless he's released on. It's the one thing I was
I
like,
mean,
oh, I'm
there
gonna
are
play.
some that were released that are still going to be in the game.
Yeah, it's one of
So,
those like it's not a major loss because if they don't, they would have already had his animation in, so the likelihood is they'll just put it under some miscellaneous character. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, he's still, like I said, don't give up hope yet.
It's only because I want his opening entrance. You know where you do the slow motion, the chant to the fans.
Yeah,
So we'll just have to wait and see.
I'm glad that I know everybody is going to be using it, so I won't use it because of that. I am glad that they're going to have. I'm blanking on her name. Um,
Alexa Bliss.
no, 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 no,
Oh, I thought he was going to go with, I thought he was going to say Alexa Bliss's new theme song.
no, no. I don't use the music. I don't use the entrance music because I don't want to get the copyrights violations.
Oh, bro, you need to go and watch one of my shows, man. How I don't get copyrighted every day is beyond me.
Um, I don't want to take the risk of getting the copyright violation, so I don't use the music. But I'm taking care of business. The Shotzi Blackheart's
Yes.
the tank is in there. Yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. The Alexa Bliss is quite tied in with someone. Like the funny thing is, like obviously, it's mad because I've never put so much developing time into characters, and I've already got like the personas wrote in my head. I've already decided the music for next year. I've never been this organized for a new year coming up, so it's going to be
But
interesting.
yeah, I love Shotzi Blackheart and the tank. I love that. But I know a lot of people are going to be using that tank.
Oh
And
yeah, it's definitely going to get
so
abused.
so I'm not going to use it, but I would definitely, if I knew I was the only one that was going to use the tank,
I
I
might
would
have to go Eric Bischoff, by the way, for music wise.
what?
I might have to go with Eric Bischoff because Eric Bischoff's confirmed for the the
Yes.
NWO pack. I might
Yes,
have to
if you
use.
have the
I'm
NWO
better.
pack, you can have Eric Bischoff as a playable character.
Yeah, I might have to use his music. Might have
Well,
to do that one.
you won't get his music on my show.
No, no, I
So,
don't mean that, but like for when I'm doing my own entry, like not
yeah.
like for the shows, but like when I'm like entering online and stuff and doing tournaments, I might have to use Eric Bishop just for the banter.
Yeah, it yeah, but I do love the tank and I'm so glad. I was hoping we would get it for 20. But we didn't, but we're getting it for 22, folks. Shotzi Blackheart and the tank. Yes.
There's quite a few new stars confirmed for this game. Like there's obviously Kylie Ray confirmed from NXT UK.
Yeah,
I think Doudrop confirmed as well.
I believe so.
There's a few people who like obviously haven't been in a 2K game that are getting the only thing that annoyed me is Xavier Woods. Like I wanted King Xavier Woods. If King Xavier Woods does not come in the game, we need to host a riot
Now that may come in
as DLC.
later as a DLC. You
It's
know,
great. It's like the Miz
my
in it.
understanding, like though, for like Mandy Rose, you're gonna get the blonde hair with the we're not gonna get the Mandy Rose of NXT, the black hair, um the black outfit with the wings. We're gonna get the pre NXT Mandy Rose.
We'll
I'd
probably get
like
this DLC. I
we
like
may
that as
get
well.
her. We may get the different attire look, Mandy Rose NXT as a DLC. I'd
I
like
just
to
hope they
see
make her
that.
look better than they did on 2K20 because they did a damage on 2K20. Like, Holy.
Yeah.
She did not look like a human being on 2K20.
Yeah. From the graphics that I've been seeing, it's going to be much better. The graphics are much better looking.
Yeah, did it? Well, I'm flicking. Speaking of that, I'm flicking through.
Language.
Flicking through.
I thought you said the F word.
No, it's flicking.
Okay.
That was a mixture of my accent. No, flicking through the pictures, and it does look
Okay.
graphically better.
Okay. Yes, from the trailer, it does look a lot better, a lot better, and it just they have put a lot of time and effort into this to make it look more realistic, and I like that. I think it's
They
going
couldn't have
to.
gone. They couldn't have gone worse than 2K20. They couldn't have done. If they'd gone worse, they would have been
If
alright.
listen, I don't know how they could have made it worse than 2K20. Really, honestly, other than going back to Atari looking game.
One of the arcades when you just go and play the arcade, just like
Yeah,
graphically look wrong.
to 16-bit graphics. Uh, you know, um, made it look like Pong
Yeah,
type
literally, that's the only
graphics.
way they could have made it worse.
Really. Um, and listen, one of the first video games I played was Pong. So yes, I am that old. Um,
It's bad because I remember going to arcades playing like WWE when I was a kid. So it's weird.
uh,
We was talking about it on podcast, like how games have improved, and that was one of them. Like WWE's just a different machine now, isn't it?
yeah. But
I'd still, I'm being serious. If they released No Pain, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, I probably would buy that game as well. So I'm not gonna lie, just for the
that
nostalgia.
would be better than 2K20.
Yes, it would be better than All Star. It'd be better than Battleground as well. They should have just remastered they should just remastered the game.
So yeah. But yeah, there you go. But it is what they're telling us, what the developers are telling us. Um, I'm excited about the game. I'm looking forward to it. One of the things that I heard today is in the Creation Suite, you're going to have favorites. So, like if you have a piece of clothing that you use very frequently, you can mark that as a favorite. So you go in and like you have a faction and everybody is going to use the same top. You can mark that as a favorite and you go in and you go in to work on somebody in that faction. You can then go to your favorites and go right to that top.
It'll make it easy for doing tag teams actually, because that's the
Tag
one thing that's
teams,
so hard to
factions, yeah, tag teams or factions, um, things like that. If you're using one or a hairstyle or something like that, um, especially like the clothing for tag teams or factions, that will make things much easier for creators.
because like the creator, I think that's one of the things they've worked on is helping the creators who actually like put time and effort into producing stuff for their game that advertises their game to some extent. You know what I mean?
When you finish making a call, you can directly upload it to Community Creations or to my GM mode. I don't know if you could do it directly into my universe. That's one thing I've heard, but I'm not sure about that. But I know you can do it directly into um, uh, Community Creations.
Do you think, because obviously GM mode's dropping, do you think Universe is even going to be relevant this year? Like,
Yes.
because GM mode's obviously, a lot of people's been asking for GM mods since like 2K10.
Well, here's the thing about GM mode. GM mode only lasts like 50 or 52 weeks.
Mm.
Universe mode is still never ending.
Yeah.
So universe mode, though, is for people who, or is for when, like what I do every week.
Yeah.
GM mode is for, a short term. Can I make the highest ratings? Can I go up against another GM and outrate them? It do it for a short, but it's only a short term situation.
I'll be surprised if we don't get 52 weeks out of 52 weeks is a lot for us, like, because we only obviously we're not about doing it, for the podcast as an extra like bonus feature if you subscribe, like to YouTube, because obviously we do a lot through RSS and stuff. So we was like, oh, we want to do something for YouTube, separately. So we was like,
Right,
oh, we'll link
but
it on.
like I said, GM mode, it ends. It is not infinite. It is finite.
Yeah, but like
So-
if you make it 52
so-
weeks, we'll only upload once a week, so it's fine. We'll tie it up.
But I'm just saying, though, GM mode is not something that will replace universe mode.
Oh no,
Because
it'll have its own thing.
it is finite. Universe mode is for like what we do on a week in, week out, year in, year out.
Yeah, it will have its benefit, but like it feels like GM mod's taken a lot away from it, because like obviously a lot of people are like, oh my god, GM mod, but you know what I mean. But like it's sort of shadowed over universe mod. So
I think it will at first, but I for someone like me, it will never take the place of universe mode.
no, because it's your own
I'm
creative
still,
development, like.
yeah, because I'm still going to go into universe mode, and I'm still going to go in and do my weekly shows. I'm still going to go in and do my regular shows in universe mode, set up my own matches, set up and do my shows, because I don't use WWE crap for my shows.
No.
I do everything. I don't use their rankings. I don't use any of their crap for my shows.
No, I don't. The thing is, I don't even look at that 9 times out of 10. It's just something that's there in the background.
Yeah. Now, if I may occasionally, if I get stuck between two people, they've got the same ranking in my rankings, and I'm stuck between two people, I don't know which one to use, I might use their rankings to pick which one to use.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
That
good in
would
that
be
aspect.
that would maybe the only reason why I use their rankings. But
Yeah, 'cause their rankings
I
are-
have not done that.
I'm just hoping they improve on the cutscenes and stuff, because obviously, because it's sort of like with 2K19, the cutscenes were exactly the same in 2K20, and it feels like it's just rinse and repeat every year. So I'm hoping like they've done a lot more cutscenes and like different like break-offs and stuff, so it feels like it's a fresh game rather than being like universe is a bit boring. You know what I mean?
Oh, what do you mean the cutscenes
When
in
they do
universe?
like the sneak attacks, or like say you set up a sneak attack, the cutscene looks the exact same every time. If you use like
and like backstage where they
yeah,
come up
anything like
backstage.
that, it's all the same. Like
Yeah,
there's no like
I
refreshable. It's
doubt.
finger.
I
I'm hoping.
doubt. Oh, now my understanding is they've completely retooled backstage for like things to climb off of, climb up on different heights. Um, that you have more weapons. Like there's a stop sign. There's a fire extinguisher that can be used for weapons. There's more weapons. Weapons wear down. Like a kendo stick, you grab a kendo stick and you use it, it's going to wear down and break.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that the other day in the group chat.
Yeah, ladders will bend, chairs will bend and break, tables will wear down and break. And my understanding is tables won't break the same way every time.
In that aspect, it sounds fresh, but like I'll
Yeah.
believe when I see it. It's good seeing it on paper, but when like until like we've seen it and we've played it ourselves. I know a lot of like YouTubers have gone and played it and said, "Oh, it's amazing." So much, but like they're gonna because of 2K20, they're gonna say it's one of the best games ever. You know what I mean?
Well, you compare it to 2K20, I'm sure it's got to be the best game ever. But my understanding is, though, like weapons and things like that will wear down and break, and the wear patterns won't be the same for like tables. Your ladders will bend and maybe even break. Maybe they'll even make bridges. We'll get to, I don't know, but the ladders, maybe we will have some actual breaking on the ladders, so that they'll bend, and things like that. So, and the ladders will have different heights. You'll have short ladders and tall ladders.
Yeah.
So
Does that mean we can relive the twisted the Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy when he tried to jump off springboard off a ladder to another ladder to land on the floor?
maybe, I don't know.
Yo, if I can pull that off, I'm happy. I
But
want to do that for 20 years.
But yeah, so my understanding, the weapons and ladders and tables and stuff like that has been completely retooled, which I think it needed. It needed to be more realistic, and I think we're going to get more realistic with it. So that's going to be fresh and different. So they have put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into this. And I'm going to give it a fair shake.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm saying at this point it's
yeah,
like it's been 2 years. It's been technically it's been 2 years, 6 months really by the time it gets
it's
released.
been 2.5 years.
Yeah, so like it's got to be.
2K19 has lasted us 3 years. We've been working with 2K19 for 3 years.
I've been working for 2K20 for 2 years, and I cannot believe that's actually a thing.
Bless you, my friend. Bless you. Bless you. No, I'm not Catholic. I'm just joking. Bless you for working with it for 2 years, and everybody else that has worked with it that long. I stayed with 19. I just, even just the creation on 20 frustrated me to the point where if I'd had a disc, I probably would have broke it. I did not delete it. I did not delete it off of my PlayStation. I thought about it many a times. When I was creating, I would create a clothing piece and save it. Then go back in and create another clothing piece and save it. That's how bad it glitched.
Oh, it was horrendous.
Like moveset, I would do a moveset type and save it. Go back in and do the next moveset type and save it. It took forever.
Yeah, you don't want that as a creator of like content. You don't want that. We need to be like, we can do so much and then save and then come back and work on it again. And that's my strategy. Like I think I'm up to March at the minute. I've recorded up to March.
You should be able to go in and do an entire move set and then save it.
Yeah.
Not, oh, okay, I'm doing grapple move, and then I have to go out and save it. And then I go in and do the next type and then come out and save it. You don't need to do that.
No, it should be fresh. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't be used.
And I just got so frustrated. I mean, I probably, if I'd had the disc for 2K20, I would have broken the disc.
It was how
irritated with it I was.
I had the disc, and at one point I was like, "Do we just snap this game and just call it a day?" But I managed to work through it. It was one of those like I just thought they'd improve it and make it better. And it was like I think it got to about February, and they're like, "We're not doing anything else." 2K10. I was like, "God, good to know." You could have said this like months ago, but I refused to then go and buy 2K19 to put more money in their pockets. So I just worked with what I had.
Yeah, I did. I stuck with 19, and I'm glad I did. I am glad I didn't go to 20. Just what little I did with it frustrated me to no end, and I'm glad I didn't mess with it any more than what I did. I'm glad I listened to the people who told me not to mess with it. Yeah. So, but anyway, I think I'm done for the night.
Yep, same.
Firestar, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
No.
I think she's listened to the debate of WWE and had enough of the debate.
You're so quiet, honey. You
I
Yeah.
know.
you call in, and then you're so quiet.
I feel like the thing is, because I'm obviously a loud, boisterous person, I feel like I cut over and I'm like, do I sit in silence just to let her have a quick minute? And
You're fine. You're fine, David. If you were too much, I would cut you off.
it's it up.
So, David,
Oh,
anything else you want to add before we go?
no, I'm really looking forward to bed at 3 a.m. in the morning.
I'm glad to have you as a part of EXW. I will get you downloaded and added to our roster. And welcome to EXW.
It was nice to speak to y'all, and hopefully I'll get in at some point again. Hopefully I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we're here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern. And so, unless otherwise, unless I cancel the show, but usually we are here every Wednesday. So you're welcome anytime.
I'll try and keep myself up at one point. I'm not saying every week because holy, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm dying.
No, like I said, anytime you are welcome. All right, everybody, that is our show for tonight. And we would love to have you here each and every week. Come in, talk to us, tell us about your character, talk about EXW, what your goals are, what your ambitions are, what you'd like to see, who you would like to fight. Talk to us about what you want in EXW. Listen to our shows, what's going on. Remember, match cards are subject to change. If you throw out a great match idea, hey, if it's for one of the ladies shows, I'm sure a GM will say, let's put it in the show instead of this match. We're flexible around here. So cards are subject to change, folks. So get your ideas out there. This doesn't have to be all GM driven. So, Cougs is open to Cougs has shown she's up to you putting your matches into the shows. I know that all the other GMs they're willing to listen to you as well. So don't be afraid, don't be shy. Get your matches out there, folks. All right. Remember, if you have not been vaccinated, be sure to wear your mask when you leave your house and social distance. Use your common sense. If you haven't been vaccinated, talk to your doctor, do your research, and if it's right for you, get vaccinated. If you have been vaccinated, get your booster shot. And remember, folks, stay safe out there. You still can get sick. I am living proof of it. I've been vaccinated and still got COVID. So be careful, be safe out there, folks, and let's stay safe and healthy. If you have an opportunity to do some good out in your community, please do so, no matter how public or private, big or small. Be a catalyst for good, and let's do some good out in our communities and show people out there be a, a we can do good and be an agent of good and excuse me, and we can offset all of this bad that's going on in our world and put some good back out there in it. And y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow right here at Elite Extreme Women at 6 o'clock Eastern for Thursday Revolution. Then Friday at 4:30 Eastern for our early show, Murderous Matchup. And then back here again on Monday for Monday Evolution. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for being here.